me
You're
crazy.
a crazy person.
I know.
Wackadoo. Hello.
You liked it.
We're live.
Hello. Welcome to this week's episode of TV Tuesdays, exclusively on YouTube. Make sure you check out our website, HollywoodMatrimony.com. Don't forget, you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitters.
We're everywhere, yet we are nowhere.
Tweedledee. What are we talking about today, buddy?
We got all. What? Did you just say buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Good God, man.
Start us off.
Right,
My list.
She has two
sad.
things. I got like this. I actually worked this week to get things
Hey,
ready.
but you know what?
The post-it note with two
There
things.
was that one time when I had the long list. And
I know.
you had three.
Yeah, but I still fill time with a whole bunch of crap.
Well, we're not filling time. We're doing a short, concise show with the information you need. Go.
She still wants to do a short show because she has something to do. This has nothing to do with her.
I'm very busy. I got some job.
Get off it.
Okay.
Get off your phone while we're working.
All right, I'm reading this about dental benefits.
But don't read about dental benefits. They're our show. This isn't Dental Tuesday. Put your phone down, fool.
I might need it for this.
Okay, well, put your dental benefits away.
Let me get it ready. I'm getting ready.
This is the most.
Get ready.
I'm about to punch you right in your face. Right in the middle of the show. All right. So there was two shows that I wanted to bring up. They're not new shows, but one is The Ballers is officially ended.
Oh, man.
I watched the series finale the other day. The show is over. I think it was its 5th season. It is kind of sad that it's over, but it had a decent ending. There was like one or two things on there that I felt were left unresolved. But they were resolved, but I felt they were unresolved because I wanted to see a little bit more to it. But obviously the main story was the Rock story, Dwayne Johnson's story, and it was kind of resolved to where he was going. They could always come back and do more because it didn't really end everything. It just everybody evolved to something else.
Yeah.
But it had a good cap on it.
That's good.
It was also the season finale of Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, Lord.
This show is one of my favorite new shows. It is so good.
It's ridiculous.
You should really watch it. I think you'd like it, but it's so great. The finale had a good end to everything, a good closure to stuff. If they were to never come back with another season, they could end it like it did.
Okay.
But there is some new stuff to deal with and things like this. But did I tell you the last week?
Okay. I'm checking the shows. This show.
Did I tell you the last time that on this show there's a penis in every episode?
Yes.
Well, they got it right to the end. They got all the penises in there.
Okay.
So those are my first two.
Good. Hi. So I started watching a brand new show called Evil. I am so excited about this show because it's basically as if you and I were to go into the detective world ourselves.
We never solve a single crime because we'd be looking
things.
at evidence and you'd be reading about your dental plan.
We'd be investigating things, supernatural cases, if it were. And basically, the show is Evil. It's on CBS. And it's a duo that tag teams, and the guy, it's a tag team duo. They tag team. Anyways, it's this dude. Hold on, I have to show you who it is.
I know who's in the show.
Okay, this guy.
Coulter. I know who's in the show.
And then the main lady is Katya.
I don't know who that is.
Katya Huberts. Anyway, basically, Mike's character works for the Catholic.
He was Luke Cage.
Luke Cage now works for the Catholic Church, investigating people that are potentially possessed and or miracles, either to prove or disprove both of these things. Katya's character, whatever her real name is, that's her real name. She is a criminal psychologist, and so of course she doesn't believe in any of that. She believes in science. So basically, this is if you and me teamed up to go investigate these things, because I believe in everything and you believe it's all BS. So that's basically what the show is. That's why you need to watch it.
I believe you're BS.
It's as if the Blakeys had their own detective agency and we're investigating paranormal phenomenons.
Which would basically be just like our website. Bobby Blakey would be doing all the work. Well, this one would be sitting back doing other things or reading dental plans or complaining about having to sit in the car too long or getting hungry.
The show is actually really interesting. Just the very first episode had like this really good looking demon disguise thing. And it kind of, throughout the show, you see kind of how they put it together. It's so cool. Anyway, so now we're investigating miracles. We did a demon possession. Now we're into miracles. So we'll see how it goes. I'm digging it so far.
Love it. Am I hearing a cat? Or is it just me?
I don't hear a cat.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's my.
Unless it's the cat that lives in our front yard.
I just keep thinking I hear a cat. Oh, I gotta show you this real quick. We're on the show. I'm gonna show you a picture from my phone.
Okay,
this is from this morning because you made me think of it. Look, this was on our driveway.
Oh, it's a big bunny.
That's what he looks like.
We have some.
We've never seen him in the daylight.
Bunnies.
He might have been under my car,
Aww.
and I backed out and I looked up and he was sitting. But he's big old.
They're big.
But he looks like they're all like white and beige and fluffy
They're
looking.
pretty.
They don't look like street bunnies.
These are nice bunnies.
Anyway, sorry, moving on.
Check out the show Evil on CBS and/or Hulu.
This was more just to make an announcement that all new episodes of Big Mouth is back on Netflix. The animated show from Nick Kroll. So funny. I love that show.
It's the one with the.
Yes, with the hormone monster and whatever. Yeah. So it is not a kid's cartoon. It is very much an adult cartoon.
Yes.
But it's a great show. So check it out. Also, Flash is back. Black Lightning is back.
Yes.
So far, great episodes. The new edition, not the band new edition, but the newest addition to the CW. It would be Batwoman. To that Arrowverse, if you will, Batwoman, who they originally introduced in the big crossover event last season. If you haven't seen that, you can still watch this show because it's in that when they introduced her, she was already Batwoman. This shows the beginning. This
kind of goes to the beginning.
This is the beginning of her becoming Batwoman. The connection of Bruce Wayne and Batman, how it goes about. The first episode's okay. It's still building up. When she first gets in the Batman suit, she's wearing Batman's suit.
Yeah.
So she looks weird because she doesn't have the hair.
In the preview, that's like once we make this suit fit a woman.
Yeah, well, but she wears it, but she doesn't have like Batwoman's character has this luscious red hair and whatever. She doesn't have that. She's just got like the little. And Ruby Rose has a little tiny head.
Yeah.
So she's got this little thing. So it's a little weird looking at first, but we all know that's not going to stay that way.
Yeah.
But the first episode it was fine. It has potential to be really good. It even gave you a big twist right after the first episode. I haven't watched this week's episode yet. So Supergirl's back as well. And she's got pants now. So the suit looks cool, but it weirds me out. Yeah. Not because, like, it makes obviously way more sense for her to be in pants instead of a skirt. But Supergirl's always been drawn with a skirt. And I always applauded the show, even though it looked a little off. I always applauded that they gave her, like, the dark legging types to try to take sexuality out of things and say, look, this is what she wears. But she's also thinking, intelligently about flying around and fighting and not having her business flapping around in the breeze. But
I mean,
there's an issue. They write it into the story of why she has to change her suit, and even has a funny moment when she first puts a new suit on. She's all surprised and she's like, pants. So it's a little off-putting, but it serves its purpose. And I know all the feminists and all that stuff will be excited for it. I saw somebody else post about it. They're like, I'm so excited they put her in pants. I'm like, that's fine. It looks weird because that's not what the character looks like.
Seems weird.
It's like if you put Wonder Woman in pants, it's weird.
Yeah.
And they have. Wonder Woman's had costumes and pants. There was even a show. There was a pilot Wonder Woman series that never went to series, and she was going to have these blue pants with stars on them, and it just looked stupid.
Well, what's her name? Linda Carter had them when she was in her motorcycle gear.
Oh, it looked horrible.
With the stars, and then she had the plain blue
wetsuit. Oh my God, it's horrible. Especially Linda Carter was all weird shaping.
She had.
See, that's one thing I applaud the new Wonder Woman movie about. Is they did what the comic did, is they put her in more of the Roman warrior,
which I really like
type outfit, which people have been complaining about. Like, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, go tell the Romans back then when they fought like that. And she's from an island of people that battle that way. So
yeah, well, there was that costume too that she wore in the TV show, Linda Carter.
Yeah.
With the sandals.
Well, hers was stupid then too.
I know, but I like all of them. I like all their costumes.
What else you got?
Also on the CW, Legacy season 2 is back on. We left off last season where the girl went into
we left.
Yeah, into like the nether realm
into nether regions?
Fight this demon. But of course, once she went into the other.
What show are we talking about?
Legacies, the spinoff from Vampire Diaries.
Okay, confused me because I know one of the other shows we're talking about. I'm like, that can't be this show.
From what was the second show? There was Vampire Diaries,
Originals.
Then Originals. Now there's Legacies. So these are the kids of the people from Vampire Diaries. Anywho's, so once the girl went into the other realm, basically everyone on this planet forgot about her. So
that was her way of writing everybody off and could do whatever they want.
Well,
and change everything.
She's trying to come back, but no one knows who she is. Weird. So that's where we are on season 2. Also back is Supernatural.
Oh.
Da-da-dum.
Has it started?
It has started.
Oh.
It started last week.
You saw it finish last season.
I'm almost done with last season.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be all good. I'm excited. This is the final one, right?
Final season.
I don't know if I'm ready for the final season. I've grown up with these people.
You've grown up with these people.
I feel like
you're in your 40s,
I feel
woman.
like Papa Winchester
This is
was
season
my
15.
dad.
You're season 15. You started watching the show in your 30s.
I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to what's to come. So we'll see.
Oh my Lord! I also started watching The Haunting of Hill House, which is an older.
Did you? People have been talking about that.
Yeah, right. It's a little bit older show on Netflix, but they sent me a copy on Blu-ray to watch, so I'm just now jumping into it. And we're also giving away a copy of the first season on our website at
HollywoodMatrimony.com.
And I found out, I was like, because it doesn't say season 1 on the thing they sent us, but it's apparently the show is going to be kind of like American Horror Story, where every season is like a different haunting kind of thing. I don't know if it's going to all be the same house or if it's going to be just different story arcs or what. I don't know. But so far, I've only a few episodes in. It's okay. I'm not overly impressed yet. I'm not seeing everybody's excitement of the show yet, but I'm hoping
it'll pick up.
Now that we've kind of things are starting to happen, so maybe then it'll pick up. Do you have any other show you want to talk about before I get into news?
I have one more. I started watching another brand new show. I am super excited about this. I'm a fan. The new TV show, Nancy Drew.
On the CW.
Yep, another one of those. So this Nancy Drew.
Is it connected to Riverdale at all?
Perhaps. I don't know. It hasn't said anything yet. It's only been.
It's from the same people that made Riverdale, so I'm curious.
It's only been one episode, and so far we're dealing with the ghost of a dead prom queen or something that haunts people supposedly in their small little town that Nancy Drew lives in. This Nancy Drew is a little bit darker than I remember.
Of course.
So I'm a super fan of all of the I guess they were young adult novels. You didn't watch the new movie though. No.
I had the girl from It.
Oh, I don't know. I read all the books when I was little, so I was super fan of Nancy Drew. And this Nancy Drew, her dad is the guy from what is it? The one with all the brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Scott Wolf. Oh. Her dad is Scott Wolf from Part 5. And
is that guy like Adam Beach? Yeah,
yes, Adam Beach is the sheriff, and there's something a little shifty with the sheriff in the town. And then, of course, Nancy Drew solving mysteries all through her teen years, and then tragically something happens, and she's decided, I'm not doing this anymore. But a mystery finds her; she can't help herself, and that's where we start off in the show.
Well, and the reason I'm wanting to know, I need to know if it's going to be connected to Riverdale, because then I'm going to have to watch it, because I finished last season of Riverdale, but I like that show. And it was interesting when Luke Perry died, because he was a main cast member for Riverdale. He played Archie's dad.
Yeah.
And they kind of, I didn't see how they dealt with the director, but from what I've read, they kind of just loosely didn't deal with it, Yeah. But apparently the first episode of the new season was like a whole in memoriam episode about them dealing with his death or whatever, I guess, however they did it on the show.
Sad.
So all about a campfire and talking about Archie, Archie dad or whatnot. So
yeah.
Anyway,
so I like it so far. It's only been one episode, so I'm gonna stick with it though, because already we got supernatural murder mystery. I'm in. I'm a fan.
Did you not hear that cat, or is that my breathing?
It might be your breathing.
Am I the guy from Family Guy with the weird?
Hey there.
I'm really hearing the cat.
It's in your head, buddy.
I guess I don't hear nothing yet. All right, so
tell me your TV news.
Well, hold on. I got the other. This one I'm not gonna really talk about because I already talked about it on Sunday. But just as a reminder, El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie. Since that is a TV show based thing, I figured I'd make an announcement. It's on Netflix now. If you want to hear what we thought about it or what I thought about it, you can check out our last episode of Hollywood Matrimony Live right here on this page, this YouTube channel. So there's all kinds of TV news.
Okay.
Right.
Hit me.
So some of the stuff you know about, some of this I'm probably going to tell you, and some of it you're going to be excited for.
Oh, I'm
some of you may not care to.
I'm excited.
One, they're doing a Maniac Cop series on HBO Max. Which Maniac Cops was a series of films, I think in the 80s or 90s. But Nicholas Winding Refn, I guess is his name. I don't know if I'm saying it right. He's a director. He directed Bronson and Drive and some other movies. He's heading it up, so it means it's going to be really weird and violent, which is kind of cool.
Good. We like that.
That's going to be on HBO Max, I believe. No, that's not HBO Max. That's just on HBO, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's straight HBO. HBO Max just announced a new series and dropped a poster for it. It is a Grease spinoff called Rydell High, and it is going to be based in the 50s. I don't think it's going to necessarily be focusing on the same beat, but it is the Pink Ladies and the T-Birds and all that kind of. It is a musical series. They said you may see some familiar characters show up, so that's going to pop up if you.
I'm so excited.
I know you would be because you're a moron.
We're going to go back.
Going back to this isn't really a spoiler, but I guess it could be. But it's been all over the internet already, so I'm going to talk about it.
It'll probably be a spoiler to me because I don't watch anything.
Luckily you'll forget about it by the time you get to it. This goes back to we've talked about the show almost every time we've had an episode about the new additions. Not new edition, but new additions to the big crossover of the CW Arrowverse.
So many people.
So we've had Tom Welling and Erica Durant have already shot their stuff.
So excited.
They have everybody and their grandmother, but it is now official that the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman is also now part of this universe.
What?
Because the whole thing they're dealing with is multiverses.
Right.
And so there's a lot of misleading headlines, but Michael Keaton's Batman will appear via a newspaper, and it's a picture of Michael Keaton. It says Bruce Wayne marries Selina Kyle, and so it's a direct connection to Batman Returns.
Wow!
And I don't know how they're going to incorporate it in there. Obviously, Michael Keaton's not going to show up on the CW as Batman, but they've basically now made that movie canon. So they've now made Smallville, the '60s Batman series. I think Wonder Woman, Linda Carter is supposed to show back up. I don't know for a fact. The old original Flash series that happened, technically, if you want to say the Superman movies, because of Brandon Routh returning as Superman, even though he's doing Kingdom Come Superman, but that can still be the same thing. And now 89 Batman, everything they've ever made is now coming as part of using the multiverse.
I'm excited.
So now you can go to anyone, and this is what happened in this multiverse. Nice. So they all exist on the same plane. It's the most genius move ever. And Black Lightning will be showing up in the series for the first time, bringing their characters together.
Cool. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it was cool. The misleading headlines was Michael Keaton's Batman to appear in the Infinite Crisis crossover. Everybody's like, what? And it's like, well, sort of.
Kind of.
And it's a picture. I'm sure somehow Michael Keaton is paid for that.
I'm sure he is.
The other big thing, which I mentioned to you briefly already, but Mr. Iglesias on Netflix has gotten season 2. So it's a funny little sitcom starring Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias. So we're excited for that. There is a Fresh Prince spin-off series being developed. Will Smith is behind helping develop it. Okay. We don't know much about it, if it's going to be following somebody's kids, if it's going to follow, say, just like Carlton in his life, or we don't know anything. We know you can't, obviously not everybody can come back because the guy that played Uncle Phil passed away, sadly. But right now it's just announced that he is working on a spinoff. There was this really cool, I don't know if you saw it, there was a really cool video, and Will Smith saw it. I saw a video of him talking to the person that made it. They made a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air short film, and it was a take off of the opening sequence, but it was a very dark, like if it was like a drama.
Oh, that's
and it's
cool.
Him getting beat up and all the different stuff that happened. It's really, really good.
That sounds cool.
And this guy shot it, and now they're working on something together, I think. I don't know if it's Fresh Prince related or something. It was very interesting to see the take on it. The other thing is they announced an all-new Netflix comedy special that's going to be hitting October 29th from an iconic comedian, talk show host, actor, starred in action series, starred in comedy movies. He started all kinds of things. He's had a rap career. He's done a little bit of everything. Okay. He's got the longest fingers in the business. On Arsenio Hall. Arsenio Hall is going to have a Netflix stand-up special. What are you laughing about? Because I threw the finger thing in there. Because I knew that's how you do.
Yeah,
I mean, you didn't know anything I was talking about. So I threw the finger.
I know he did movies and he was a talk show host.
He was on Martial Law with Sammo Hung.
On
TV.
I remember that.
Martial arts stuff.
Time ago.
He was Chunky A at the rap career.
Oh my gosh.
And then of course he did. He just recently did Coming to America 2.
Yeah.
They've been shooting with Eddie Murphy.
That's so cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy.
I love Arsenio.
They brought back almost all the original cast for Coming to America 2, including new people like Wesley Snipes and different people are in it. The other big thing I'm excited for, it's later this month, I believe, is it's a movie, but it is coming to Netflix, so it's kind of TV.
Yeah.
The Dolomite Is My Name.
Oh, yes.
Insane buzz.
About this. Yes.
Yeah, it's getting the same buzz, and everybody's talking about how it's returned to form of Eddie Murphy that we haven't seen in forever.
That's good.
And the biggest thing that happened this week in television, well, Titans is also back. I've been watching that for the new season. Yeah. This is probably the most Titans version of the show so far. Last season was really, I liked it, but this season you brought in Undergirl and Aqualad and Dr. Light and all these different characters, and Deathstroke is in it, played by Isai Morales, and
I like Isai
which Morales. He's doing fine, but it bothers me because
that's not who you.
But I will give him credit; they've given him the white beard, the eye patch, whatever.
Leave him alone. He's come a long way since playing backup for.
And I have to tell you, they did this. They did a cool move, a cool old school move that you wouldn't know anything about this because you didn't. You lived through the time. You weren't a fan. So they have an episode, which isn't really it's a spoiler, but it's not because I don't know how it ends. But so in the show, you have Dick Grayson and Jason Todd. Okay. Dick Grayson is the original Robin who becomes Nightwing. And I believe this season in the show, he's going to become Nightwing. They've been alluding to it. Jason Todd was the person that came in, was trying to steal the wheels off the Batmobile, ended up becoming Robin. He is the character that was murdered by the Joker in the Death in the Family.
Yes.
He was beaten to death by a crowbar. So in one of the new episodes, Deathstroke has Robin captive, and the other Robin is trying to save him. So the episode ends with Jason Todd falling off of a building, right? I know how it ends now because I've now seen the next episode. But he's falling off a building, and as he's falling, it just goes black, and that's how the episode ends. So you don't know what happens. So
I don't like that.
They didn't really do it, but way back in the day when the Death in the Family comic series was out, when the next to last issue came out, they put up a 1-900 number to vote if Robin should live or die.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Back in the day. So you can make a decision, because I think there was a lot of people that didn't like Dick Grayson not being Robin anymore. And
of course.
Story. So you could actually vote. I don't know if they really used the vote or not back then, but apparently everybody wanted him dead. So Jason Todd died. So this show put up an 800 number.
Oh my gosh.
Or not an 800, but some kind of a poll to vote, should Jason Todd live or die? We already know they had already decided because they had already shot the episodes. But
they still wanted.
So yeah, so
that's so funny.
I already know what happens to him because I've seen the next episode, but we're not going to talk about that part.
Okay.
They also bring in Superboy into the season, the new version. Crypto's in the season.
Cool.
A lot of stuff. So anyway, the biggest thing that came out this week was the upcoming Disney Plus that is hitting November 12th.
Insane.
It dropped. Basically, it pulled the biggest flex on Twitter I've ever seen in my life. Not only did it upload a 3-hour video, but all day long it posted just banners of every single thing coming to Disney Plus streaming on November 12th. And it was massive. Like every episode of The Simpsons and Disney movies and original series and National Geographic stuff and movies and old movies, new movies, all kinds of stuff. So if you go to Disney Plus Twitter, you could scroll through that all day, or if you want to watch a video for 3 hours, sit and watch the video, and you can sit there and it'll tell you every little thing. So that was the biggest cool thing from Disney Plus, and I'm so excited because the Black Cauldron is going to be on Disney Plus, and you can finally see it. Don't text me while we're on the show. I'm sitting next to you.
I'm not.
So anywho, so that's pretty much, I guess, it for the day. We have some other stuff happening, I guess, later in the week, but today, that's all for TV.
That's it for TV Tuesday.
So.
All right.
I'm sorry we didn't get to Jokata today, but we will someday.
All right. Thank you so much for watching TV Tuesday. We'll be back next Tuesday again to talk about more TV stuff. In the meantime, make sure you go to our website, HollywoodMatrimony.com. Thank you for watching us on the YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook at Hollywood Matrimony, on Instagram at Hollywood Matrimony, and on the Twitter at Hollywood Matter, MATR, because it matters.
And that, because it matters. And don't forget, not sure when the other part of our shows will show up this week, but we will be here for Hollywood Matrimony Live this Sunday, where we'll be discussing Zombieland 2, Maleficent 2, and whatever else 2 that we can think of. And then we'll circle back here for another episode of Martial Arts Movie Mondays, and then right back here with me and the missus, as next week she'll be looking at our insurance coverage instead of dental coverage on an episode of TV Tuesdays. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below or the subscribe button on the orb, and whatever this is, watch this and enjoy it. And either way, be good to each other and have a wonderful day. Bye.